Hello and welcome to my Persephone book reviews number 2. If you haven't seen my first Persephone book reviews, I'll link it for you up here somewhere where you can go and check it out. What I do in these videos is I take 3 Persephone books, which are beautiful and wonderful. I think most people love Persephone, and I'll review them for you. And if you want to get your hands on any, they'll be linked in the description bar below. So let's get straight into it. So first up, I have Lady Rose and Mrs. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, Mamari, not sure, by Ruby Ferguson. This is quite well known to be the late Queen Mother's favourite book. So this book is about 3 people who travel up to Scotland, and there they come across this house which they see is for let or for rent, whatever you want to call it. And they go inside and they get shown around by Mrs. Mamari, whatever her name is, and they get told about the story of Lady Rose. So it's a bit like a time travelling book. So it starts you in the present and then draws you back into the past and Lady Rose's story. So this book is split up by different dates, and for me the first half was a bit like a fairy tale kind of children's literature feel about it. I did prefer the second half, and the last chapter on this said so many things but in such few words. That's a real credit to the author. For me, I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was warm and sweet and a bit of a time travelling book. It's not really my sort of thing, but I did enjoy it, and I know some of you will absolutely love it. So next up, I picked up To Bed with Grand Music by, I struggle to pronounce this, Marganita Lasky. Fingers crossed that's correct. This book was published just after the Second World War, but it is set during the Second World War. And we start off with our main characters in bed. They live in a house in the country, they've got a young child, and they're talking about fidelity as the husband is just about to go abroad to do some war work. And when he leaves, our main character, Deborah, feels a little bit lost. She doesn't really know what to do because she feels a bit stuck. She's in the country, she's got a young child, she's a bit bored, and she's very young and she's very beautiful. So it's suggested to her that she goes and lives and works in London for a bit and then comes back in the weekends to see her child. And that's what she does. She goes off to London, finds some work, and she goes and lives with her old friend that her husband doesn't really approve of because he thinks she's a bit of a woman of loose morals and loose living sort of thing. I'll make your own judgments. And it's about, this book is essentially about fidelity during the Second World War. I loved this book so much, like so much, it's unbelievable. I thought it was magnificent. The thing is, there aren't that many books like this. This book is one that is very much of its time period. I couldn't love this book more, and I can't recommend it enough. I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was amazing. It is a fantastic book. I absolutely sped through it. I usually read quite a few books at one go, but with this, I just loved it so much that it just grabbed me, and that was it. This was all I could read. I was at work and I was thinking, I can't wait to go home to read my book. TV went out the window, food went out the window. All I wanted to do was just to get home and read this. It was amazing. And then finally, I picked up Miss Bunkle's book by D.E. Stevenson. This is about a woman called Miss Bunkle who writes a book. Genius title. And this book is about the effects that her book has on her village, because the book which she writes is about the village in which she lives in, and the people that live in her village are the characters in her book. They don't know it until they read the book, and as you can imagine, they're a bit annoyed. It's about the after effects of all that. I generally liked this book. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I liked the cosy writing style. However, at times I did get a bit confused with characters and the people that lived in the village. I also at times got a bit bored. I'm not sure if that's because it's, quite a big-ish book. I'm not sure if it's because just before this I read To Bed with Grand Music, which I adored. I'm not sure if it's kind of a book hangover sort of thing, but I'm going to give it a reread and see which one it is, whether it's just not completely my cup of tea or if it's just because I read an amazing book before. But yeah, if you like the sound of it, give it a go, because it is good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. So there we go, those are my Persephone book reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of these books have taken your fancy. If so, which one? So that's it for today's video. Take care everybody, and I shall see you soon for the next one. Bye for now.